Hi Genesis Sales Team, welcome to week 8 of our video series on different topics and challenges. This week we are on week 8. If you haven't watched any of the previous other weeks, I encourage you to go back and get caught up. This week we are talking about the takeaways from the article I sent you last week. I've gotten several emails about the article, so it seems like that was a pretty good hit. And I've received some responses of AJ's a rock star. AJ did exactly what he was supposed to do. Way to go, AJ. So let's dive into a little bit and let's talk about what AJ actually did in this article. A little refresher, this is a woman who was interested in purchasing a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Her name is Carrie. And Carrie was doing some research and shopping around. Actually about 2 months worth of research. And she was actually looking for a silver, dark interior, sunroof, and navigation is what she wanted. And she ended up buying from AJ a white, light interior, no sunroof, no navigation Jeep. So let's talk about what we see and what AJ did as some takeaways here. Now, first things first, as the article mentions, Carrie was doing research for roughly 2 months. And doing this research, AJ was there the whole time. He didn't wait for Carrie to reach out to him or decide 1 month into his follow-up that was enough and he was going to move on to a fresh customer. No, instead, he ends up staying with Carrie the whole time. And throughout that time, what he ends up doing is building a relationship and building trust, or to the point where Carrie ends up valuing his opinion and leading down a path of her taking home a white Jeep to put in her driveway, which, as we know from the article, Jeb kind of scoffs at because she was so high on getting this silver Jeep, and yet she ends up bringing home a white one with none of the equipment she wanted. So, first things first, AJ stuck to his follow-up. He knew he had a buyer. He didn't decide, you know what, because I haven't heard from Carrie in 3 weeks, I'm just going to move on to something else. He stuck with her the whole time. And during that time, like I said, he builds trust, he builds value, builds a relationship. AJ lives by a phrase I use all the time, and you probably have heard me say it. Price doesn't sell vehicles, people do. Just like the article says, Carrie did buy a physical product, yes, a Jeep Grand Cherokee, but she actually bought the relationship she has with AJ. Remember from the studies I've shared with you, 70% of customers are going to buy from someone they like, respect, and trust. AJ sold Carrie on the value he provided. AJ understands what most sales consultants forget. Emotions sell cars. Logic comes second. What most sales consultants fail to realize and fail to do, like AJ did, was build trust. Carrie felt she could trust AJ. She valued his opinion, and we were talking about sunroofs, and AJ mentioned the fact that sunroofs are prone to leaking, and that, you may actually want to forego the nav because you're already paying for it in your phone service. Why add that on when you already have something that you can use that's very good already? And he let her know that Jeep is actually equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so that way her phone could be paired to the car's screen. It's almost as if the car comes with navigation already. So AJ understands building value, building trust in order to go for the next step. Go ahead and get a car deal. I challenge you this week. Show your customers you can be trusted. Build a relationship with them. And then when it's time to ask for that sale, go for that close with confidence, because you know that you have built a relationship with this customer and that customer is ready to move forward, not just with the car, but also with you. I'll see you next week.